So I went out and did a photo shoot today and shot everything on my DJI Pocket 3, only to realize that I shot no intro and I shot little to no audio, no conversation. And I didn't even introduce my model, Angelica, who was extremely gracious enough to come out and do this photo shoot with me and just did a wonderful job with modeling and getting her whole cosplay gig together. So I figured why not take the time to shoot it now and talk about this AD200 Pro that I shot the entire photo gig with. So this is a Godox AD200 Pro. I wanted to talk about this piece of gear today because I noticed that there isn't that many videos out there really talking about what this thing is capable of doing. As a photographer, one of the biggest issues that I run into is when I'm taking pictures outside and sometimes you get into an area where it's a little bit too shaded, there's not enough light, and you're just not gonna get good pictures. So I was looking for an external flash that wasn't too big, wasn't too heavy, it was portable, and gave enough power so that I can get some decent pictures. And lo and behold, I found the AD200 Pro. The big reason I chose this model over a lot of other products was just because I'm already in the Godox lineup. I have some Godox 400s that I keep in the studio, and I have their receivers and a plug-in flash. And I figured rather than trying to switch systems and make it complicated, I just stay in the ecosystem. Plus, Godox has always been a great brand. They've been extremely reliable. I've used a lot of their equipment in professional environments and they've held up very well. They're extremely affordable. And I think you just get the most bang for your buck with their equipment. So yeah, I'm just basically sticking with Godox. And in no way is Godox sponsoring this video. This is purely my opinion. This is purely my experience with the products. I bought everything with my own hard-earned money. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out the way before you guys start thinking it's some type of biased review or whatsoever. So my experience with the AD200 Pro in general has been wonderful. This is a great light for both indoors and outdoors. I've taken many photos with it and it's been just extremely reliable. And again, it's just so small that you can literally pack it in a backpack, a duffel. You could just pack it and take it to go anywhere. In this video, I'm not really gonna go crazy on the technical aspects of things because I feel like there's already a lot of reviews out there, written and video-wise, that talk about all the technical details. I rather talk about my experience with it and what it's been like and just give you guys some photo examples of what I've been able to do with it. So I'm actually a little bit winded right now and super tired, so I apologize if I look a little bit rough and I sound a little bit rough. It's because I just did an outdoor shoot with a model friend of mine. Her name is Angelica. She's an absolute blast and was extremely patient with me throughout the entire process. She was cosplaying as Raven from the Teen Titans. For all my comic book people out there, for my non-comic book people, she's basically a superhero character who's a little bit more on the gothic emo side. So we were trying to figure out what locations and what backdrops and what areas would look best along with the lighting for a character such as her. And I just knew that there was going to be situations where we weren't going to get as much light as we needed to. So I figured why not pack this AD200 Pro and just see what we were able to do out of it. As you can see, we were able to achieve some really good shots. The AD200 Pro blew my mind away just because I was very surprised at the results we were able to get with such a small product like this. In many situations, photographers want to be able to beat the sun almost. I think that's the phrasing. Basically, you want to get enough light on your subject where you can overpower the sun a little bit just to get a nice even exposure and contrast on your subject. So most people tend to go with something more like a 600 watt flash or a 1200 watt flash, but I didn't want to carry anything heavy around just because I knew we were going to be navigating some pretty extensive terrains because we're out in the park, so we're going to be going up and downhill, and the last thing I want to do is carry like a 20-pound flash with me. So I decided to just pack this AD200 Pro, and to my surprise, it gave a lot more power and offered some great results than I even anticipated it would. There was moments where we were shooting underneath a bridge where there was literally no light. It gave us a lot of light, more than I expected. So I was very impressed and I'm very happy with the results. And I'm glad that I lugged this around with me. And one of the things I think that people don't talk enough about with the AD200 Pro is the power that it's given out. I think it's because people consider this a weaker, smaller light just because it's only putting out about 200 watts of flash versus something like an AD400, 600, or 1200. I think people sleep on this when it comes to outdoor photography. Again, I didn't want to carry anything heavy. I just wanted something that was lightweight and gave me light when I needed it, whether it was just to take out some shadows, whether it was just to add a little bit more contrast. It's just the way you angle it, how you're trying to take your pictures, what poses you're doing, what kind of look you're going for. This was the exact setup that I used. I literally just put on, still got a little bit of dust on it. I just used this little diffuser. It's a small spotlight diffuser. I just had this hooked up to a light stand, and this was the setup. These are the pictures that I was able to get out of it. I think a lot of people sleep on this light just because of how small it is, but to me, photography is just way more than just spec sheets and technical features. I think it's about knowing what the expectations are, what kind of look you're trying to do, and using your tools to achieve that specific look that you're going for. Again, we weren't trying to carry something heavy to take pictures with. We were just trying to lug this around a park, go up and down some hills, do a couple miles around the park without being exhausted and without being overwhelmed. So I think the AD200 Pro clearly does more than what people think it's capable of doing for its form factor. So with that being said, I hope that this has been beneficial to all of you. If you're looking to purchase an AD200 Pro, I don't see people talking about it enough, about its outdoor use. I think it's very capable of taking great pictures outdoors. Again, it's just about where you angle it, what kind of look you're going for, and the technique behind everything. The gear is just the tools. It's still about what's up here, it's about what you see, and it's how you execute and how you implement. If you're looking to buy AD200 Pro, I think this is one of the best flashes and one of the best investments that you can clearly make in your photography journey, and it's going to help you in many scenarios when it comes to form factor and when it comes to use case. So with that being said, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, feel free to check out some other videos on my page. I think they'll be beneficial to your photography, videography, and technical journey. And if you want to learn something cool, just give me a holler. If you're curious on where you can purchase an AD200 Pro, definitely check out my links down below. They are affiliate links, which help me make a little bit of income for my channel and to sponsor my studio and basically just support the cause and keep the business going. Any purchases with my affiliate links below would be extremely appreciated. With that being said, until next time, this has been your boy Fong over here at FL Productions, and I'm out. Peace.